Hi, thank you so much for your question about how do we listen from our bones. Such an incredible question and inquiry, really. And it will be different for every single one of us. We can even just set an intention around how we listen, where we listen from in our bodies. And with just that intention of today, in this moment, my intention is to listen from my bones. Our body is already going to be hearing us and responding accordingly. And then over time, we can start paying attention to how that might be happening. We might be feeling new sensations or getting different information. You can even notice in this moment if you're hearing my voice differently while holding that intention. One way I like to play with this is experimenting with listening from all different parts of our bodies. So, what if we could listen from the soles of our feet? And how I might start playing with that, should be a playful experiment, is putting attention in the sensations of my feet while I'm listening to the person speaking in front of me. And that might mean that I need to change my patterns. If I listen like this, just with my ears and my mind, trying to be 100% there while that person's speaking, I'm leaving my body and I'm leaning out of my own present moment experience. So I can play with what would it be like to put maybe 65% of my attention in my own body, and only that much percentage, what is that, 35, on the person that I'm listening to. That could bring up a lot if we're patterned to do it differently. So again, this can be playful. Can you wiggle your feet? Can you feel the sensations in your feet as that person's talking? At first, it might feel distracting, but over time, you'll have more contact with your feet as that person or people are talking. You can play with listening from your sacrum, from your lower belly, from the back of your body, from your heart, from your bones. Just simply resting your intention there, resting your attention and your presence, filling your mind with the sensations that live there. So listening from your bones, maybe we're not listening from them all at the same time to start with. Maybe I'm just listening from this bone that lives here. What would it be like to be listening right now from that place in my body? Does the quality of my listening change? Does what I hear shift? Maybe whatever Shelby is saying is ridiculous. That's also a possibility. But I notice for myself, when I fill my attention and intention with sensations that live in places in my body that feel supportive, I'm much more easily able to receive what people are saying, not just from my ears and my mind, but from my whole body. And when I'm doing that, I'm able to respond from a different place in myself, speak from a different place in myself that actually feels more present, more alive, less habitual. It slows me down a bit. And it does feel different at first. It feels awkward and weird and uncomfortable sometimes. So give yourself a moment just to play with it. See how it feels. See what comes up for you. Choose different places inside yourself and see what's most easy to connect with. And then repeat that again and again. And notice what happens over these next 3 months, 6 months, a year. And let me know how it goes.